Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is Tim Jr. here with the Markland Advantage of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services PenFed Realty. Welcome to the TMA Real Estate Show, episode 10. So glad you could join us. Our mission here is simple: to educate, serve, and protect you in the process of buying and selling your home. And each week we break down and discuss topics that you have about real estate and the buying and selling process. If you watched episode 9, we talked about a new program that helps you purchase a home if you have college debt. If you missed episode 9, go back and check it out. In today's episode 10, we're talking about renting versus buying. Is it a better idea to rent, or should I make an investment and buy? That is a question on many first-time home buyers' minds. Let's talk about the pros and cons of both. So first, it's important to look at your future plans. Do you plan to live in the area in which you're looking for in the short or in the long term? Generally, the rule of thumb is that if you're planning to live in the area for at least 5 years, then it would be beneficial to buy. If you are looking to move in the next 1 to 2 years or less, then it's probably better to rent. After 5 years of living in a home, you begin to build equity. Equity is basically the monetary difference between what you paid and what your home is now worth years later. Many choose to use that equity to get a cash out refinance or home equity line of credit. Many people use these options to pay off debt, take out college loans, or invest in something like a home improvement or addition. Another financial benefit of buying is that you can deduct interest and property taxes when you do your taxes each year. This is something in which only your landlord can benefit from in a rental situation. The next thing to consider is the upfront cost of renting versus buying. When you rent, you generally pay less than buying initially. A landlord may require the first and last month's rent as a security deposit. When purchasing a home, you may be required to pay a down payment, and on top of that, you will incur closing costs, which could be approximately 4% of the purchase price. However, we might be able to get that 4% down if we are asking the seller for a seller contribution. Monthly expenses are something you should also consider when thinking about buying and renting. The monthly rent amount could increase each month. Generally, a mortgage payment will stay roughly the same from year to year. You spend less on utilities each month by renting if your landlord covers some of the costs. For example, the landlord may cover the water sewer bill, and you will be responsible for the electric and the trash removal. When you are a homeowner, you pay for all of the utilities. The next thing to consider is the burden and extra costs involved in moving. When you rent, it can be easier to move out. You don't need to worry about selling your home before purchasing or moving on to your next home. However, on the flip side, as we mentioned before, that even though you have moving expenses and the burden of selling, you may also end up with more money in your pocket at the end of the day because of the equity that you built over the years. The last, but for some people, the most important consideration is personalization and maintenance of the property. When renting a home, you may not be able to put your own touch on your space. You may be stuck with the colors in the room, or the color of the carpet, or the type of the flooring. You also may not be able to update the home. However, on the positive note, you aren't responsible for repairs when something breaks. Repairs or major changes to the home are the responsibility of the landlord, and that can save you money. There's no doubt that buying your home means that you can put your own personal touch in the home by choosing paint colors and flooring options, but you can also perform most updates and improvements without the permission of a landlord, and these improvements may also increase the value of your home. And let's not forget pets. You'll need to get your landlord's permission to have a pet in your home. This is something you don't need to consider when you are buying. So what's the best option for you, renting or buying? The answer may not be obvious. This is a decision that really only you can decide. I recommend that you take a close look at your long and short-term plans for the future to help you decide what the best option is for you. There's a mortgage versus rent calculator available on our Berkshire Hathaway site. Just go to www.themarklandadvantage.penfedrealty.com and click on Buyers to help you crunch some of your numbers. If I can be of any assistance to you while you are working through these pros and cons, I'll be happy to speak with you about your plans and your needs to help you come up with the best decision for your individual or family situation. And that's all for today. Tune in every Thursday when we drop a new episode of the TMA Real Estate Show. Until then, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Both are at the Markland Advantage. You can also follow us on Twitter and Snapchat. Both are at TMA Real Estate. And if this video has brought you value, click the share button and subscribe to our YouTube channel to follow all future episodes. Help us spread the word. And if you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell in the near future, please share this video and the Markland Advantage name with them. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, live your life to the fullest, and we'll see you soon.